The story begins in England with a girl named Anna. On her first day at Oxford University, Anna tells us that she worked hard in her studies and earned high grades in order to achieve her dream of studying at Oxford. When she first arrives at the dorms, she meets her neighbor Charlie, whose room is next to hers. She greets him, and he tells her she's a beautiful American girl, but then makes fun of her shoes before leaving to his room. Anna enters her room and is amazed by how beautiful and luxurious it is. After a while, she goes down to get some food from a restaurant. While walking down the street, a fancy car passes by and splashes water all over her. Anna gets upset, especially since the driver doesn't even stop to apologize. She enters the restaurant and orders food. While waiting, a young man named Jimmy comes in with his girlfriend Cecilia. As they're ordering, Jimmy suddenly hides under the table. Cecilia gets annoyed because he's hiding from his ex-girlfriend Jessie. We learn that Jimmy is a careless guy who knows a lot of girls. Jessie notices Jimmy's car parked outside the restaurant. At the same time, Cecilia tells him Jessie has already seen his car. That's when Anna realizes Jimmy was the one who splashed her earlier. To punish him, she calls Jessie over and tells her that Jimmy is hiding inside the restaurant. Jessie storms in, confronts him, and they fight. The next day, Anna attends the welcome lecture for the new students. The dean encourages them to work hard so they can achieve their dreams. After the lecture, Anna goes to the library and meets a girl named Maggie. While they're talking, Charlie arrives, and it turns out he's Maggie's friend. Maggie introduces them, and then Professor Stein walks in. Anna is excited and tells Maggie that Stein supervised her research and encouraged her to apply to Oxford. Unfortunately, Stein tells the students she won't be teaching them this year. She explains that someone else will be replacing her, a good teacher whom she herself supervises for his PhD thesis. She leaves, and the new teacher enters. Anna is shocked to see that it's Jimmy, the same guy she fought with at the restaurant. He brings a cake as a welcome gift. When he notices Anna looking tense, he reassures her and personally gives her a piece of cake. After introducing himself, he starts the lecture and talks about poetry. While Jimmy is teaching, Anna is impressed by his explanations, since he's actually talented and makes things easy to understand. After class, Jimmy stops Anna and apologizes for splashing her with water. He tries to explain what happened at the restaurant when he hid from his ex, but Cecilia interrupts, so Anna leaves. Later, Anna hangs out with Maggie, who introduces her to their classmate Tom. Tom, who is injured and couldn't attend the lecture, gives Anna a bicycle so she won't waste time walking to class. That night, Anna goes out with her friends to a pub. While they're talking, Cecilia introduces her to their friends. One of them, Bill, insults Americans, calling them ignorant, backward, and quick-tempered. Anna responds sarcastically, making everyone laugh at him. She leaves to the restroom, but Bill loudly mocks her in front of everyone. Jimmy, who happens to be there, notices this. Anna gets angry, pours a glass of water on Bill, and storms out. Bill follows her to fight, but Jimmy stops him. Anna sees this and gets even more upset. Jimmy follows her outside, but Anna says she doesn't need anyone to defend her. He replies that after what he saw, he's actually defending Bill, because he's scared of her. It turns out Jimmy admires how she stood up to Bill. He insists on walking her back to the dorms, but instead takes her to another pub. There, Jimmy is surprised to learn that Anna has wanted to study at Oxford since she was a child. She says her parents are proud of her and want her to get a good job in a big company in America. He says she probably dreams of that job just for the money, but money doesn't solve all problems. Anna replies that only rich people say that because they have nothing to complain about. While they're talking, a girl goes on stage to sing. Jimmy tells Anna that he used to sing and was once part of a band that had some success. Anna excuses herself to get a drink, and while she's gone, the host calls Jimmy on stage to sing. He realizes Anna set him up. He says he hasn't sung in a long time, but Anna insists and rallies the crowd to cheer him on. Jimmy has no choice but to go on stage. It turns out he's not a very good singer, and everyone laughs at him. But Anna enjoys watching him. After their night out, Jimmy insists on treating Anna to dinner. They go to a street food truck, eat happily together, and afterwards he walks her home. Anna invites him upstairs to continue the evening, but Jimmy politely declines and leaves. Later, Anna goes with Charlie to a costume party. At the party, Jimmy feels upset when he sees Anna dancing with another guy. He wants to go to her, but Cecilia stops him and makes him dance with her instead. After the party, Anna walks with a guy she met there and takes him to the same food truck Jimmy had taken her to. But he doesn't like the food, calling it too cheap and low class. Anna feels annoyed and leaves him. The next day in class, after the lecture, Jimmy stops Anna before she leaves and tells her he wants to show her something special. She agrees, and he takes her to the largest library in England. She's thrilled since she had always planned to visit it. Jimmy tells her he saw her at the party dancing, but wondered why she left early. She admits she also saw him dancing with Cecilia, then changes the subject by asking about the books. At that moment, Jimmy holds her hand. Then he takes her outside, where they enjoy sweet moments together in the rain. The next morning, while Anna is having breakfast, Cecilia comes to sit with her. She says she knows about Anna's relationship with Jimmy. Anna insists they're just friends having fun together. Cecilia warns her that Jimmy is irresponsible and that he never stays in any relationship for long. She advises Anna to stay away because she'll only end up heartbroken like all the other girls Jimmy dated before. Without waiting for Anna's reply, Cecilia leaves. Days go by, and Anna's admiration for Jimmy grows stronger. They keep exchanging glances during lectures, and they go out and hang out together in many places. One day, while talking about places they want to visit, Jimmy tells her about many destinations in Europe and suggests that they travel together on a trip. She agrees, and afterwards Jimmy takes her to see the house he lives in. Anna notices miniature models of luxury cars in the house, and Jimmy tells her he built them with his father and his brother Eddie. That passion for cars grew stronger as he got older, but the shock of Eddie's death deeply affected him and caused chaos in his life. His relationship with his father also suffered. Jimmy admits this is the first time he has told anyone that he cut off his father completely. The next day, Anna asks Jimmy if he will attend a rowing competition with them, but he tells her he'll be busy working on his PhD dissertation and spending most of his time in the library. Anna feels upset because she notices a change in how Jimmy treats her, but she hides her feelings. On the day of the competition, Anna meets Amina in the library and, by coincidence, learns that Jimmy hasn't been there for more than a week. Anna is shocked to discover Jimmy lied to her, realizing he just wanted to avoid her like he did with all the other girls. Maggie tries to comfort her, saying there must be a reason, but Charlie confronts Anna and says she knew from the start that Jimmy was careless and had many relationships, yet she still chose to get involved. Anna replies that Cecilia was right when she warned her. Then one of their classmates tells them that Cecilia also didn't show up to watch the race. Anna immediately suspects Jimmy and Cecilia are together. She gets upset and tells Maggie and Charlie that she doesn't mind if Jimmy spends time with Cecilia, but what hurts is that he lied to her. Maggie suggests the best solution is to go to his house and confront him directly. Anna likes the idea, leaves them, and goes straight to Jimmy's house. Since she knows the lock code, she enters and heads to his room. She finds Cecilia there, trying to stop her from going inside, but Anna loses her temper and forces her way in. That's when Anna is shocked to discover that Jimmy has cancer and is undergoing chemotherapy. The bigger shock comes when Jimmy, upon seeing her, yells at her and kicks her out. Anna feels humiliated and leaves the house crying. At night, Anna sits in the library reading sadly. Jimmy shows up, apologizes for what he did, and takes her for a walk. He tells her that cancer is hereditary in his family and that his brother Eddie was also sick before he died. They tried every treatment available, but nothing worked. Anna is surprised when she learns that Cecilia was actually Eddie's girlfriend and that she stood by him through his treatment until the very end. Now she is doing the same with Jimmy. Jimmy then tells Anna the reason behind his conflict with his father. During Eddie's treatment, his father wanted to keep Eddie in the hospital, but Jimmy didn't want to see his brother suffer in his final days. He kept opposing his father, and after Eddie's death, Jimmy cut ties with him completely. Anna listens in shock at the amount of pain he's been carrying, and she blames herself for judging him before knowing the truth. Later, Jimmy takes Anna to eat at the same food truck they had gone to before. While they're eating, he asks her not to waste her time with him. He says he doesn't want her to go through the same experience Cecilia went through with Eddie, because it would be too painful for her. Jimmy decides to end their relationship right there and leaves, but Anna stops him and tells him she won't leave him alone. Overjoyed by her words, Jimmy runs back and hugs her. Afterwards, they attend the university's anniversary celebration. There, Jimmy introduces Anna to his father Bill and his mother Antonia. Jimmy refuses to give Bill a chance to talk, so he takes Anna inside the party. During the event, Bill approaches Anna while Jimmy is away and speaks to her alone. He says he wants Jimmy to get the best possible medical treatment, but Jimmy has to fight and go to the hospital. Anna tells him that Jimmy is deeply affected by what happened to Eddie, but Bill explains that Jimmy misunderstood. He says Eddie was not as strong as Jimmy thinks, and that Jimmy needs consistent treatment to survive. Bill adds that Jimmy admitted he said hurtful things to his brother before he died. Bill explains that the hardest part was watching his son die in front of him, and now watching his other son going through the same illness while being powerless to stop it. Anna then returns to Jimmy and insists that he must fix things with his father, but Jimmy refuses, saying some things can't be fixed. He avoids the subject and excuses himself to get drinks. Anna then goes to speak to Cecilia, telling her that Jimmy told her everything. Cecilia says the experience was extremely hard for her. Eddie faced his illness bravely, but Jimmy is handling it differently, and it terrifies her. She admits the entire experience broke her mentally, and even after years, she still hasn't recovered. She says she doesn't know what she'll do after Jimmy dies, convinced she will live the rest of her life sad and alone. Anna encourages her to try to move on and meet someone who loves her, saying that one day she will overcome the sadness. After the party, Anna goes home with Jimmy, but he suddenly falls ill and loses consciousness. The next day, Anna is with him at the hospital when Antonia, his mother, comes to comfort him. She talks about lighthearted things, trying to distract him from his pain. Anna is touched, knowing that inside Antonia is broken because of her son's illness. When Anna steps outside, she sees Bill, nervous and scared to the point he can barely stand. He sits on the ground, devastated. This moment strengthens Anna's determination to stay beside Jimmy and to try to mend his relationship with his father before it's too late. Days later, Jimmy comes to Anna and tells her he is planning a special celebration for her birthday. He says he will do whatever she wants. What Anna secretly wants most is to drive his car, since she has never driven before. So Jimmy sits next to her, terrified they might crash, and guides her the whole way until they reach his family's house. Antonia greets them warmly and invites them inside. Anna is amazed by how luxurious the house is. Jimmy has invited all her friends to celebrate her birthday. She is overwhelmed with happiness at the gesture, and they all enjoy the party together. During the celebration, Jimmy goes to bring drinks, and his father asks to speak with him. Jimmy agrees. Bill tells him he spoke with a senior doctor who mentioned a new medicine that might cure him. Jimmy refuses, saying he is tired of treatment. His father yells that he must fight, but Jimmy says he doesn't want to spend the rest of his life in hospitals. All he wants is to spend his remaining time with the people he loves. Bill tells him he can't just watch him die and begs him to listen. But Jimmy insists that it's his life and his decision. He walks away, unaware that Anna has overheard the conversation. Upset, she later goes to Bill, gives him a gift, and leaves. When Bill opens the gift, he finds a miniature model of a luxury car and realizes that Anna wants him to share with Jimmy the memories they had with Eddie when they used to collect those cars together. This way, Eddie's death can have a positive effect on them, unlike the past days. And Anna's plan works. At the end of the day, Anna and Antonia enter and find Bill and Jimmy building the car model together. They enjoy it so much that they celebrate after finishing it. At night, they all gather at the dinner table, placing the car on the table as a memory to remind them that Eddie is still with them. Then Bill stands and thanks Anna in front of everyone, because she's the one who made that day the best day of their lives and the reason his relationship with his son improved. Bill comes close to Jimmy, hugs him, and apologizes to him while crying for anything that upset him before. After dinner, Jimmy thanks Anna for helping him reconcile with his father and tells her he wants to spend some time alone with him. Anna agrees, but before leaving she tells him that she loves him. Later, when Anna returns to her room, she finds her parents calling her to wish her a happy birthday. At that moment, her mother notices Anna has changed, so she asks her father to leave the room so she can talk to her alone. That's when Anna tells her that she's changed her life plan and decided to stay in England. Her mother is shocked because she had always dreamed that Anna would finish her studies and return to America right away to work in a big financial company. She objects to Anna's decision, saying she'll ruin her future. But when she sees the tears in her daughter's eyes, she quickly calms down and tells her that it's her choice, her life, and that she'll bear the consequences of her decision, whether right or wrong. She also tells her that no matter what, she'll always be proud of her. Anna thanks her for understanding. At that moment, Jimmy enters, overhearing Anna talking to her mother. After the call, he refuses to let her sacrifice her future to stay with him, to the point that he yells at her because of what she's done. Anna is hurt by his words, leaves, and the next day, Anna and Jimmy say goodbye to Bill and Antonia, then leave. They spend the whole ride in silence, neither speaking. After a while, the graduation ceremony comes, and Cecilia tells Anna that she found someone who likes her and has started a relationship with him. Anna is happy for her, hugs her, and wishes her happiness in her life. Maggie takes the opportunity to invite Cecilia and her boyfriend to dinner with her and Tom, and asks Anna to bring Jimmy so they can all eat together. But Anna tells her about what happened between her and Jimmy. Maggie tells her that Jimmy didn't mean it because at that moment he let his emotions control him, and that he loves her so much he doesn't want to be the reason for any harm to her. That night, Jimmy is sitting alone in the library when Anna comes to him and tells him she's determined to spend her life with him no matter how much time is left. Even if it's just a few moments, she wants to spend them with him. Jimmy admits that this is the thing he's always wished for in his life, but that it's a crazy idea and she'll suffer after his death. He's afraid she'll regret what she's done, but Anna tells him that she'll never regret it and that she would truly regret it if she didn't do it and stay with him. Jimmy is happy with her words, takes her, and they return home and spend the night together. The next morning, Anna wakes up and finds Jimmy unconscious. Shocked, she calls his parents immediately, and he's rushed to the hospital. There, the doctor tells them that Jimmy is in danger because the illness has severely weakened his immune system. He explains that this is the right moment to discuss Jimmy's treatment plan. Bill tells him that the decision belongs to Jimmy alone. After that, Bill sits crying, and Antonia and Anna come and sit beside him, all of them crying out of sadness for Jimmy. Still, Anna overcomes her grief, and when Jimmy leaves the hospital, they travel together to Europe to enjoy the trip they had planned before. They visit all the places they had wanted to see together. Later, we see Anna visiting those same places alone, and we learn that Jimmy has died. Anna visits those places to remember the beautiful moments she lived with him. We also learn that Anna was appointed as a teaching assistant at the university, working in the same job Jimmy used to do. In her first lecture, she offers her students cake, just like Jimmy used to do. In this way, Jimmy lives on with her throughout her life after his death because she never forgot her memories with him. And the movie ends.